7 games into the season, we're currently second in La Liga, a point behind Barcelona. I don't expect that to last, but our Europa League campaign's gotten off to a really good start. I expect that to last for a long time, at least quarterfinals, but then I'm an optimist when it comes to stuff like that. I don't know why I'm an optimist when it comes to stuff like Europa League and Champions League and such a pessimist when it comes to getting relegated in La Liga, but that's just the way it is. My name's FM20, and it's time to get Réal. The most important part of information on this screen is right up here. Julio Cesar signed a new contract. Came to us and said, yeah, you know what, a new contract would be... Oh, hey, you already have one ready for me. 21,000 a week, 10,000 after taxes. 107 million euro release clause. And if somebody comes after him, I'm totally demanding that 107 million euros. 52 million if we get relegated. I don't think that's going to happen. He's got some pretty easily attainable seasonal landmark bonuses, I think. A yearly salary raise and 28,000 per week wage if he hits 5 international appearances, which could be interesting because he's Brazilian. So he could make the under-21 team. He could make the national team. We shall have to wait and see. That said, our 7 matches played so far, our 16 goals scored are third highest, our 11 goals allowed are 13th best. We're first in yellow cards. We're going to be first in something. It's a Jellicoe team. We're going to be first in yellow cards. Matichak and Cesar each have 4 goals, rather. Cesar has a 7.87 rating. He also has 3 assists, go with Benjamin Andrich's 3 assists. Castillo Luquillo, best pass completion rating. Cesar also has 3 Player of the Match awards, and CD Diagne has 3 yellow cards. Money-wise, we're doing really well. 55 million euros balance, 21.8 million euro profit, and we're doing really well. We've only lost the 1 game, but it was that 6-0 thrashing against Barcelona. Plus, we're at that stage now. It's been a while. I can tell it's been a while since I've played any sort of Champions League or Europa League football, because, I mean, look at the schedule. Game on the 17th, a game on the 20th, a game on the 23rd, a game on the 26th, a game on the 1st, a game on the 4th. So, it's 10 days to the 27th, it's 7 days to the 4th, so 17 days. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 games in 17 days. We got a game every 3 days. It's just absolutely insane. What's not insane is the winning streak we've been on, though. Against Deportivo, we shut them out 2-0 thanks to a goal by Helio and Alexandro Cortinovas. And against Young Boys in our Europa League Group H game, our first game, Cesar had a goal. I have to make my mind up. Is it Helio or is it, you know what? Part of me says I should name him Hail Caesar, but that's just not me. At least, not yet. Maybe. I don't know. I'm way too sober for that sort of thing. So, Helio had a goal. Guillermo Lamatre had a goal. Matichak had a penalty kick in the 80th minute. This was an absolute thrashing. 21 shots, 10 on target, decent possession advantage. They had 4 and 2. The fast net goal was really good, but you could tell we outclassed them. Against Alaves, we shut them out 3-0. Helio a brace of goals. Matichak a penalty kick in the 24th minute. It was after this game, Helio came to us and said, hey, I bought a new contract. And I said, sign right here. Now, against Atletico, we beat them 2-1. Benjamin Andrich a goal in the 11th minute. Sidney Yade a goal in the 23rd minute. We were technically better than them. We had 16 shots, 13 on target, a decent possession advantage. Then 15 and 8. Our forwards were better than their forwards. Our midfielders were mostly better than their midfielders, and our defense was better than their defense. And that's why we won. I mean, after we scored the 2 goals, they really kind of fell back. They're playing this 4-5-1, which I thought was interesting. It's not a formation I've seen all that much, so I don't have a lot of experience with it, but they played really, really narrow. You can tell they played really, really narrow. So I spread out and said, hey, let's attack the wings and overwhelm them on the wings. And that's what we did. And then against Celta Vigo, we won 1-0 thanks to a Benjamin Andrich goal in the 84th minute. We had 18 shots, 10 on target, decent possession advantage. They had 9 and 5. I really thought this game was going to be a draw, then Andrich ended up scoring. So, and this was one of those cases where I really debated playing a rotated side because of the game we have today, but I decided not to. And then I'm pretty much resting everybody in between these games. We're doing like an overall practice and maybe a physical practice every once in a while, but nothing like, oh, hey, let's do quickness training or let's do attacking shadow play or something like that. So today we're playing AZ in our Europa League group match, and then we're going to play Getafe. So far in Group H, we're on top. We're tied with AZ. If we beat AZ and we beat Legia, there's a good. We're getting out of the group. So this game's going to be key. AZ's a pretty solid team. Where are we going? Like Ter Horst is a pretty capable striker, and they've got other capable players as well. Ratzi. He's a young keeper. While he's 24 years old, he's definitely a good keeper. So we're gonna have our work cut out for us. So that said, I'm going to check my best 11, set the reserves, and we're going to come back with our match against AZ in just a bit. Well, Smilkovic and Eli Mathis are still out injured, so this is our squad. Van Berkel in goal, Mahmoud, Sirac, Diagne, and Nunez as the defensive back four, Fontaine and Majishak as the midfielders, Andrich and Lemaitre as the attacking midfielders, Helio and Matasevic up top as the strikers. I would play Andrich next to Helio, and that would pull Matasevic off, but Cordonovas is my best attacking midfielder on the left, and he's not exactly match fit. So Andrich is a capable winger. He's not the best by any stretch of the imagination, but he's definitely not the worst, and I'm comfortable playing him there. Is there any other names that I recognize? Well, I recognize the name, but not the faces assigned to them. This is not the De Jong. It's maybe his brother. We are the underdogs here, but that kind of suits us. Everybody's been underestimating us ever since we got to La Liga. Throw in, Matasevic. Back to Nunez. Drives forward, crosses the box. Fontaine at the top. Back to Andrich. Fontaine tries getting to Mahoud, but Hatebor steps in front. Barassi's there. He drives forward, centers it to Ter Horst, and he slots it past Van Berkel. Van Berkel, yes. Why am I totally blanking on my keeper's name? Sorry, the screen jumped there. I was resizing my window just a little bit. Look at all the red. Sarek's got a pulled groin. So we will bring on Lukeba. Guzman from outside the box. Barassi is there. How's that not offsides? Okay. Good grief. That's offsides in Spain when we do that. It should be offside in the Netherlands. I told the boys to get creative, and they're getting creative. Well, they're inspired by my words. Let's see if they actually do get creative. Nunez on the throw-in. Mahmoud. Back to Nunez. He drives into the box. Mahmoud picks it up. Andrich is there. Loses it to De Jong. Fontaine dashes back and gets it. Majishak. Across the field. Ter Horst steps in front of it. I have no idea what the heck was going on there. Hatebor blasted over the crossbar. Nunez just waited for the ball to come to him. That gave Ter Stegen enough time to come in. Nunez crosses it in. Lemaitre and Matasevic is there, but it's pushed wide. Last chance before the half. Corner kick in, knocked away. Andrich bounces it off an AZ player, and that's going to be the half. 6 shots, 3 on target for them. 4 shots, 3 on target for us. I'm going to assertively say, show me something else the second half. Where we've been the better team, show me something else the second half. And tell Mahmoud to calm down. He's really come on. He's almost close to 4 stars, I think. He's 3.5 now. Diagne, up to Lemaitre. Well, into space for Lemaitre to get. He crosses it in. Matasevic's there. Oh, Ratze makes a save, and then Keepers sends it out of bounds. Diagne, Lukeba. Diagne again to Helio. Helio gets the ball back. Diagne. Oh, Matasevic's going to run that down. And he bounces it off an AZ player. Coming up on 60 minutes. Okay, we're going to move Andrić up. We're going to take Andrić up to Matasevic's spot and make him an advanced forward. So it tells me the target man pressing forward combination just isn't working. De La Vibora is going to come on at the winger. Actually, no. De La Vibora is going to come back and take Mahmoud's spot. Court Novus is going to come on and become the winger. Majicek off the throw from Nunez. Out to Lemaitre. And he, skirts the post. That was close. Nunez in the crowd. Fontaine back to Nunez. Majicek out to Court Novus. He holds it up, crosses it in, and Andrić skies over the crossbar. Last chance coming up. De La Vibora sends it in. Andrić buries it. Holy cow, that was well struck. Let's watch this in the 3D. Look at all the red. Andrić volley kick. Ter Horst had no chance to stop that. That was really well done. Kickoff highlight. This is not good. Becker's back to Razzi. Ter Horst loses it. Digne to Lemaitre. Up to Helio. And Helio. Nice. If he goes on to become the player I think he can become, we shall rename him. That is a weird setting on that camera because somehow it got taken all the way out. And I can't fix that now. Okay. Uh-oh. Diagne. Back to Van Berkel, who just blasted away for Hules there. He bounces it off a high-end player. Helio has it, cutting right. Blows by the defender like he's standing there with feet of stone. Lemaitre in the box. Oh, he tries passing it up to Andrić, who couldn't get it. Majicek. Lemaitre scores. We put this game away in extra time, no less. Unbalanced even. Good grief. Oh, wait a minute. He's offsides. Still a 2-1 win thanks to goals by Andrić and Helio 2 minutes apart. Ter Horst got the scoring. Oh, good grief. That's going to be... I'm sober for crying out loud. Ter Horst got the scoring started for AZ. Then 9 shots, 4 on target. We had 16 and 9. Let's see what happened to Sirac there. Pep talk. People that's written off today. We did really well. Come back to win. Got 570,000 euros. Nunez shines. He was really good defensively. He, I suspect, is going to be one of those players that people go after. So we got the international break coming up. So after Getafe, there's a decent break. So we're doing some training then. But if you look at the rest of the training, and I'll be honest with you, it may not have saved it. Yeah, so you got Real Madrid. We're doing some stuff, but it's not the most strenuous stuff. Then Legia Warsaw, next to nothing. In between Legia Warsaw and Bilbao, we're doing an overall. From between Bilbao and Leganes, we're doing a little bit more, but it's just basic stuff. Nothing too strenuous. It's just going to be brutal. And it doesn't really help that I've only got 24 players registered. So, the big question is, who's not going to be here for Getafe? Andre isn't. Okay, that's cool. So, you know what? We're going to get a Getafe game. I'm going to set my best 11, my best available 11, and the reserves for that. We're going to be back with that match in just a bit. And the board want to discuss a new contract with me. Okay. Actually, you know what? Go back. We will attend this meeting. I think it's a fantastic idea. They will be offering me a new deal shortly. I'm making you money, boys. Let's spend it. They're willing to offer me a new contract, 24,500 euros a week. I'm still trying to figure this out. They want me to play entertaining, attacking, high-tempo possession soccer. I think we're doing that. What's the criteria? What do they consider entertaining? Because Lord knows, 6-0 against Madrid was not entertaining. Work within the payroll budget I can do, minimum 3-year contracts for first-team players. I can do that for the most part. Europa League be competitive, La Liga avoid relegation, Copa del Rey 4th round minimum. Training facilities improvement complete. Not exactly quite yet. Become an established La Liga team. We have done that. Continue. Start negotiations. How about 27? Okay, 24 and a half. It was worth the effort. Oh, that reminds me. Solskjaer was finally fired from Man United. Only took 7 years. Massimiliano Allegri, former head coach at Barcelona, took over the Man United spot, leaving the Barcelona job open. Jurgen Klopp took the Barcelona job. Pochettino is now at Liverpool. He was at Bayern. Gallardo took over Bayern. He was the Argentina coach. There was a lot of other movement going on as well. The Roma coach got fired. A couple other coaches got fired. Oddly enough, I never got approached for any of these jobs, which I find interesting. But that could be just me trying to toot my own horn too much. I'd pat myself on the back, but I pulled my shoulder putting together an office chair for my wife today. So, it is what it is. Now, everybody's mostly match fit and above 90%. So we're going to keep the majority of the team we started last game on the field for this game. Van Berkel and goal, Mahmoud, Sirek, Diagne, and De La Vabora as the defensive back four, Fontaine and Majashak as the midfielders, Kordanovas and Lamatre as the attacking midfielders, Helio and Andrich up top as the strikers. I think what's interesting now is that I've got the worldwide scouting package going, and I'm getting all these great South American young players, and they'd be nice money, but this 3 non-EU player thing is going to be a pain. And don't get me wrong, I've got 3 really good non-EU players at the moment, but holy cow. Kodasang crosses it in, and it is skied over the crossbar by Gao. Diagne to Majashak. Out to Lamatre. He's got help. Instead, he's going to hold it up, cross it in. Tapia knocks it away, but Kordanovas is right there. It's knocked away. Majashak to Fontaine. Back to Majashak. Kordanovas in the box. Andrews can't get to it. Wolf knocks away, but Lamatre is going to run that down. He sends it over to De La Vabora. Out to Majashak, corner of the box. Crossed in. Helio bounced back and forth. Holy cow, ping-ponging. Lamatre blocks one. That was some really good defense there. Gallo driving forward, and he is fouled. Radu on the goal kick, up to Moser, to Arambari, to Wolf, out to Gallo. He drives forward, gets by one defender, takes the shot, but it's wide left. Radu again with the goal kick, out to Morsor, back to Nelson, back to Radu. Duro. Oh, Diagne steps in front of it, but he sends it to no one in a high-end uniform. Valverde gets the ball over to Arambari. Out to Kodasang, but he's rushed. De La Vabora steps in front of that pass. Driving forward, cutting out. Holds it up, crosses it in. Helio's there, but he couldn't get ahead on it. Fontaine to Majashak. Back to Fontaine to Majashak. Back to Fontaine to Majashak. Taps over to Lamatre. Majashak, Fontaine, they got help. Helio, Kordanovas. Off the post. Oh. Probably left a dent in the thing. Good grief. 10 shots, 6 on target for us. 6 and 2 for them. How many woodwork hits do we have? 1. That last one. But it was a banger of a woodwork hit. I will say my new assistant coach is better than my old assistant coach at these halftime talks. And I've basically given him responsibility for all the press conferences except the ones where we announce new players. Coming up on 60 minutes here. We're going to get Fontaine off and bring on St. Jair. And we're going to bring on Nunez for De La Vabora. Nunez started out sub 90, but why risk it? Magic has a bruised ankle, so we will get him off. Make Vega Segundo Volante, which is really a really deep line playmaker. Perez sends it in. Mosor's there, and he heads it past Van Berkel. Oh, look, his first goal. Okay, just a second here. I've got to fix this. It's not really better, is it? You know what? We'll get it worked out. Corner kick in, and we equalize. Helio sends it in. Sinkjar's there. That was well struck. I'll take a draw. I'll take a draw. I may not get it. Ooh, Vega knocks the ball away. Drives forward, holds it up. Back to Nunez, who does drive forward. And he's dispossessed. Vega takes it away from Nunez. Oh, Nunez gives it away to Sinkjar. Cordonovas top the box, and he curls it just wide right. Last opportunity. Perez. And Martin scores. Blivet. Let's go to the very attacking last 5 minutes of the game. Just shout at the boys. Tell them to push forward. I don't know who was standing in the goal there. My number 2. That would be Mahmoud. Damn it. 10 shots for and target for them. 20 and 11 for us. And a banger of a woodwork hit. Five long shots, though. That's kind of a bummer. We had our opportunities. They just... So here's the Madrid game. Actually, you know what? We'll go to this schedule here. So here's the Madrid game. 5 days later, Legia Warsaw. 3 days after that, Valencia. 3 days after that, Bilbao. 4 days after that, Leganés. 4 days after that, Legia. 3 days after that, Real Betis. And then World Cup's going on. So we've got 2 weeks here where there's not a lot going on. I might try and actually schedule a couple friendlies for that. We shall have to wait and see. So, yeah, I think what we're going to do, in looking at the schedule earlier, is we're going to skip the first Legia game and come back for the second Legia game. And then either Valladolid and AZ or AZ and Osasuna, one of the two. It gives us a nice break between games. It'll be AZ and Osasuna because that'll take us up to the January transfer window, and then we'll have our Copa del Rey games. Knock on wood, assuming we get past whoever we play here in December. So, a really good win against AZ. I'm not going to say we got FM'd against Getafe. That was just some bad luck. You know, we did really good to equalize, but they played just better enough at the right times. So, you know, it is what it is. I've said that a lot this episode. It is what it is. And frankly, that's how I'm kind of approaching this season. It is what it is. We're upper table at the moment. We're in second place. I don't expect that to last. I expect us to finish top 7. But I have high expectations. It's odd. I have really high expectations now that we've proven we can stay in La Liga, whereas freaking 2 seasons ago with 10 games left, I was still reasonably sure we might get relegated, even though we were 14 points ahead. So, I don't know. Maybe with that's going on, I'm trying to find the positive in a lot of things. But I'm positive we're going to have a good season this season. If it's not good, it's at least going to be fun, especially with players like Helio on the squad now. So, that said, if you did like what you've seen and heard, please leave a like, subscribe to the channel for more content, questions, criticism, comments, leave those down below. I will answer those as fast as I can. My name's FM20. Thank you.